Why do some lands feel like secrets the Earth has kept for millennia? Papua New Guinea unfolds like a dream caught in time, jungles alive with ancient songs, tribes painting their faces in clay, women carrying freedom in a simple cooking pot. This is no ordinary place. It's a tapestry of raw beauty and untamed stories, where every mountain hides a tale. In this travel documentary, Gozijourney ventures deep into a nation of 850 languages and fearless spirits, revealing a world that speaks to the soul. Join us as we explore its heart. Papua New Guinea, the last untouched ecological paradise. Nestled in the South Pacific, just above Australia, Papua New Guinea covers 178,000 square miles, about California's size, but feels like a timeless wilderness. Its rugged landscape, with 85% draped in dense jungles and towering peaks, is home to just 3% of its 9 million people in far-flung towns. Over 1,000 tribes flourish, each weaving unique languages, traditions, and bold customs. You'll see men striding to markets, faces smeared with red paint, sporting ostrich feather headdresses, as if every day's a festival. Spanning less than 1% of Earth, it hosts 7% of global wildlife. Vibrant birds of paradise, rare tree kangaroos, and Papuans carry DNA from an ancient human species, a whisper of a lost era. With over 850 languages, it's the world's most linguistically diverse spot. Isolated by rivers and mountains, tribes craft dialects spoken by mere hundreds, using Tok Pisin to connect. With 300 sunny days yearly, from humid lowlands to crisp highlands, it calls to explorers. What's the wildest spot you've ever wanted to explore? Share below as we dive into this travel documentary. Next, let's meet the fierce, fascinating women of Papua New Guinea. The world's most unique and fascinating women. In Papua New Guinea, women are the soul of the land, their fierce spirit and beauty as raw as the jungles that surround them. With dark skin, cascading curly hair, and smiles that brighten entire villages, they carry a grace that's both wild and timeless. These women anchor rural life, forming 70% of the agricultural workforce, tending crops, raising pigs, cooking for loved ones, and leading vibrant tribal ceremonies. Many speak 3 to 5 languages fluently, each village's dialect a unique thread in the nation's tapestry. A skill they've mastered since childhood, connecting tribes across rugged divides. On the Trobriand Islands, tradition turns bold with a matrilineal system where women hold land and property, and children inherit their mother's lineage. Marriage here is strikingly free. A woman chooses her partner by staying the night at his home. If they share breakfast come dawn, the village acknowledges their union, no need for elders' blessings or grand rituals. To walk away, she takes her children and a cooking pot, a subtle yet powerful emblem of her independence. Across the country, women lead live with the tribe tours, sharing basket weaving, ancestral recipes, and Melanesian dances that hum with history, revealing their blend of tradition and strength. From crafting bilam bags, each woven pattern a tribal tale, to uniting communities with their laughter and leadership, these women are Papua New Guinea's unsung heroes. Want more of their stories? Comment A below as we journey on in this travel documentary. Next, let's meet a creature straight from a fairy tale. Tree kangaroos, the world's most adorable animal. Tucked away in Papua New Guinea's dense rainforests, tree kangaroos break all the rules of their bouncy Australian cousins. Found only here, these creatures move with a calm, thoughtful grace. With wide feet, hooked claws, and long tails for balance, they scale trees like pros, using just their back legs to grip trunks. From 60-foot-high branches, they leap to the ground without a scratch of pure magic. On land, they're clumsy, Short hops look like they're wobbling in oversized flip-flops. Their reddish-brown and golden fur, paired with sparkling eyes, gives them a fairy tale vibe. Spot one grooming its paws or scratching its head, and you're hooked. These rare cuties nap curled in treetops, making every sighting a forest gem. Munching leaves and fruits in highland jungles, they live at nature's chill pace. Conservation protects them from logging, while their charm draws eco-tourists, boosting local economies. Ready to meet a tribe with spooky jungle masks? Join this travel documentary as we visit the Asaro Mudmen next. The Asaro Mudmen, the world's most mysterious mud people. Deep in the jungles of Papua New Guinea, the Asaro Mudmen step out like ghosts from an ancient tale. Their massive masks, slathered in white clay, are both chilling and spellbinding. Legend has it their ancestors, escaping enemies, crouched in muddy riverbanks. When they emerged, caked in clay, their foes ran, terrified, thinking they were spirits. That moment birthed the Mudmen tradition, a cultural treasure carried through centuries. The Asaro move with a slow, stooped grace, their dances slithering like jungle creatures, a sight that's equal parts eerie and gripping. Crafting a mask that's uniquely terrifying is a revered art, with the best mask makers celebrated as village legends. Beyond tending sweet potato fields, the Asaro opened their world to visitors at the Mount Hagen Festival or in Ngaka Village, where you can watch their ceremonies, dances, and everyday life. Each mask weaves a tale of survival and ingenuity, tying the tribe to its roots. A local guide is essential to respect traditions and stay safe in these remote spots. The Asaro's warm welcome, paired with their otherworldly look, leaves a lasting mark. What's the strangest tradition you've ever come across? Papua New Guinea's festival culture. Wild and spectacular. Papua New Guinea's festival scene is a vibrant explosion of tradition, color, and sound, driven by over 800 tribes, each with its own unique language and cultural roots. The Goroka Show, the nation's biggest cultural bash, pulls in over 100 highland tribes decked out in bird-of-paradise feathers, red clay-painted faces, and wild headdresses made from ostrich plumes and forest finds. It's like a primal runway show, pulsing with the rhythm of ancient drums and chants that ripple through the mountains. No fancy lights, just pure, untamed energy. Come August, the Mount Hagen Cultural Show steals the spotlight with fierce warrior dances, every step a nod to centuries of tribal pride and history. These aren't just performances. They're living stories handed down through time. Over in Alata, the Kinu and Kundu festival lights up with thumping Kundu drums and hand-carved Kinu canoes, adorned with flowers, palm leaves, and tribal symbols, gliding across the water in a stunning cultural flotilla. These festivals pull in travelers worldwide, offering a chance to sing, dance, and connect with tribes whose traditions stand firm against modern influence. They're a powerful showcase of Papua New Guinea's enduring spirit, where every beat carries ancestral weight. Curious why pigs outshine gold here? Let's get into that next. Pigs, a symbol of wealth and honor. In Papua New Guinea, forget gold or flashy cars, pigs reign as the true currency of wealth, status, and connection. These animals are at the heart of every major ritual. From weddings to coming-of-age ceremonies. Planning a marriage? You'll need pigs for the bride price. Got a feud to settle? A pig seals the deal. When a pig passes, it's mourned with feasts and ceremonies as grand as any human funeral. Families raise pigs like beloved relatives, sharing meals, naming them like Big Mama and even letting them snooze on the same floors. During festivals, pigs strut in vibrant flower skirts, stealing the show as honored guests. Caring for them is a sacred task, especially for boys, who learn it as a step toward manhood. Pigs aren't just livestock, they're family, embodying prosperity and respect. In markets, a healthy, hefty pig can pull in hundreds of dollars, their worth tied to size and vitality. Tribes trade pigs to build alliances, strengthening village bonds through this ancient barter system. Want to know about a royal surprise in this tribal world? Let's dive into Papua New Guinea's head of state next. Strange fact: the head of state is the King of England. In a place where tribes wield spears and rock-feathered headdresses, the head of state is, believe it or not, King Charles III, chilling 9,000 miles away in London. Papua New Guinea, home to over 1,000 tribes, dubs him King of Papua New Guinea and his other realms and territories, a title as epic as it is far removed. Charles III has never set foot here, yet locals see him as a fairy tale figure. During his coronation, tribes party with red clay face paint and Melanesian dances, weaving their traditions into royal fanfare. But real authority rests with village chiefs, elders with hunting scars and stories of ancient reigns. They settle disputes and steer tribes with hard-earned wisdom. The British monarchy's role is purely symbolic, a quirky nod to colonial days, adding a unique twist to Papua New Guinea's vibe. Locals view the king as a distant, almost mythical protector, while their lives hum with tribal beats. This mix of global and local hooks historians, showcasing Papua New Guinea's talent for honoring distant royalty while fiercely holding onto its roots. Curious about why this nation speaks over 850 languages? Let's jump into that linguistic marvel next. The world's most multilingual country. Papua New Guinea is a linguistic wonder, boasting over 850 languages, 12% of the world's total, for just 9 million folks. That's the most language-diverse country on the planet. Why so many? Tribes dodge saying names of the dead or similar words, thinking it curses them with bad luck. This sparks constant new words, with vocab flipping fast across generations. Plus, isolated villages. Some just a few hundred strong craft their own tongues, so neighbors a few miles apart might not get each other's talk. To connect, talk Pisan, a Creole mix of English, local words, and hints of German and Bislama, steps in. Phrases like "me go, I'm heading home," or "you alright, you good," keep things smooth. This isn't just about words, it's culture, with each language carrying unique stories and songs. Linguists love this place, a living lab where languages evolve at lightning speed. Want to shape language history by mistake? Drop 3 below, and let's keep going. Next, we'll taste the world's purest coffee from these jungles. Papua New Guinea's coffee, among the world's purest. Deep in Papua New Guinea's jungles, at 4,600 feet, farmers grow some of the world's best Arabica coffee. Typica and bourbon beans, bursting with sweet, honeyed notes and ripe fruit flavors. Shine at global events like the Cup of Excellence and SCA, holding their own against Ethiopian and Colombian rivals. Grown in rich volcanic soil and hand-picked on steep slopes, these beans deliver unmatched quality. Here's the kicker: locals rarely sip their own coffee. This major export, raking in millions yearly, gets traded for rice, a habit from colonial days that stuck. Farmers pour their lives into these crops but seldom taste the brew. Some villages throw coffee festivals with music and dance, yet coffee's absent. Visitors can crash in wooden homes with bamboo furniture, swapping stories with chiefs amid the fields that produce this global gem. These farms sustain thousands, using organic methods that draw eco-conscious buyers. Sipping a cup brewed over an open fire here ties you to the land's soul. Ready for an underwater adventure? Let's hit Kimbe next. Kimbe Reef, Earth's last great coral paradise. Along Papua New Guinea's coast, Kimbe is a dazzling underwater gem, no larger than a small U.S. city but packed with over 400 coral species, 70% of the world's total. Its clear waters give you 130-foot visibility, like peering from the top of the Statue of Liberty. Divers come for World War II shipwrecks and glowing night reefs, a trippy vibe that feels like another world. By day, mist hovers over the water, sunlight dancing on palm trees that lean toward the shore like a living postcard. No city noise here, just waves lapping and seabirds calling. Kimbe teems with life, from colorful fish to rare sea turtles, and its protection draws conservationists worldwide. Local tribes fish sustainably, sharing tales of the bay's sacred ties, believing ancestral spirits watch over it. For travelers, it's a spot to pause, dive into the ocean's soul, and soak in a pristine world. The bay's beauty reminds us what's at stake if we don't protect it. Life in Port Moresby, a modern capital just 15 miles from the wild. Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea's capital, flips every expectation. Sidewalks? Now folks stroll along roads with cars and minibuses called PMVs, often barefoot, even downtown. By day, markets hum with vendors hawking grilled bananas, dried fish, juicy mangoes, and shell crafts, tossing a friendly try to anyone passing by. At night, Kundu drums pulse through ancient ceremonies, with fires, songs, and dances tying the city to its Melanesian roots. The business district flashes modern hotels, banks, and malls, but Port Moresby's heart beats wild. Just 15 miles out, skyscrapers fade into villages with stilt houses, no power, and languages you won't find in any book. Home to under 400,000 people and over 800 tribes, it's a living tapestry of old and new. Locals flow between office jobs and tribal dances with ease. Markets like Baroko are cultural hotspots, where tribes swap goods and stories, reflecting the nation's diversity. This city redefines what a capital can be. Ready for a sacred spot only the brave enter? Let's check out House Tambaran next. The sacred temple, only for the brave. The House Tambaran, or Spirit House, isn't just a building. It's the sacred heart of tribes like the Sepik, where ancestral spirits are said to live. With soaring roofs and fires burning round the clock, it hums with a mix of reverence and mystery. Young boys stay here with house men, wise elders who school them in survival, courage, family ties, and love. The coming-of-age ritual is the big moment. Young guys tackle challenges like jumping over flames and get crocodile tattoos, badges of strength, grit, and renewal. These rites, carved into skin and soul, tie them to their roots. The House Tambaran's carvings and relics are a living record of tribal stories. Women rarely step inside, keeping it a male rite of passage. For visitors, guided tours give a peek into this holy space, but respecting traditions is a must. The House Tambaran shows Papua New Guinea's fierce grip on its heritage, even with modernity knocking. Cost of living and visa for Papua New Guinea 2025. Craving an adventure that's easy on the wallet? Papua New Guinea's got you covered in 2025. A one-bedroom apartment in Port Moresby's heart runs about $200 a month, or $150 in the suburbs. Utilities. Electricity, water, gas for one person cost $40 monthly, and 60 megabits per second internet is $20, though it can be spotty. Grab a meal at a local spot for $3, or a nice dinner for two for $20. Public transport's dirt cheap. A bus ride's 40 cents, and a monthly pass is $15. U.S. folks need a 60-day tourist e-visa, applied for online or at an embassy, with a passport good for 6 months. These low costs draw adventurers, nomads, and retirees to a vibrant, Budget-friendly life. Villages offer even cheaper living with bartered goods. Would you stay a while? Drop 1 for yes, 0 for no below. This affordability unlocks a world of culture and nature. How do locals reach markets in this wild terrain? Let's check out their epic commutes next. Flying to the market, then boating home. Papua New Guinea's wild terrain, jagged mountains, and 80% dirt roads turns travel into a saga. Rainy seasons churn paths into muddy traps, so small planes like twin otters or Cessna caravans, seating 12 to 20, are vital. They touch down on grassy airstrips where kids kick soccer balls and cows wander. Villagers crowd around, making landings a local spectacle. No airstrip? Pilots drop rice, medicine, or even live pigs on ropes, a delivery straight out of an epic tale. Wooden boats, hand-carved with tribal symbols, ferry folks to markets over 3-4-hour river or coastal treks, often with dolphins in tow. These journeys mix grit with nature's thrill, showcasing Papuan resilience. Food. Discovering unique traditional dishes. In Papua New Guinea, food is a vibrant tribute to the land and its people. Mumu, the national dish, shines at big gatherings, cooked in an earth oven. Pork, sweet potatoes, green bananas, leafy greens, taro, and coconut milk get wrapped in banana leaves, layered over hot stones, and slow-cooked for hours into a fragrant, tender stew that brings tribes together. Everyday meals center on cow, sweet potatoes eaten 2 or 3 times daily. Kakakoda, raw fish marinated in lemon and coconut milk, delivers a creamy, zesty kick like South Pacific ceviche. Roast pig, a pricey symbol of wealth, is cooked whole over bamboo with rock salt and local leaves, its smoky richness drawing crowds. Markets overflow with sago and breadfruit, showcasing the land's gifts. Cooking is a shared ritual, with oral recipes linking generations. Join this travel documentary to taste Papua New Guinea's heart. Let's cap this adventure with a look back at this incredible land. We've journeyed through Papua New Guinea's wild heart, from its coral seas to its jungle festivals, from women who redefine independence to tribes who honor pigs as treasure. This travel documentary with Gozijourney has unveiled a land where 850 languages sing, where tree kangaroos leap, and where ancient rituals meet modern dreams. Thank you for exploring with us. Subscribe for more adventures, and let's keep chasing the world's wonders together.